A tearful goodbye is near, your daughter has been carrying this alone. Listen carefully, for heaven bends close to whisper this truth into your heart. I am Michael, the voice of fire and mercy, the defender of souls weighed down by silent storms. You have walked under a heavy sky, wondering why the laughter faded, why the warmth in her eyes dimmed behind unspoken pain. She, your daughter, has been carrying something far too great for her small hands, a grief wrapped in silence, a wound that even daylight could not find. Heaven saw it before you did. The angels have stood beside her bed at night, gathering her tears like tiny stars, waiting for this hour, this divine moment, when revelation would break through the walls of your sorrow. Hold on and stay with me till the end, for what I am about to reveal will shift everything you thought you knew about goodbye, about love, and about the ways heaven restores what has been breaking in secret. There is a trembling in the unseen realm tonight, can you feel it? The air is heavy with divine movement, with wings brushing against the veil of your world. Heaven is not still. The Almighty has issued a command: open the scroll for the one who fears losing what they love most. I see your heart, tired, afraid, yet still shining faintly beneath the dust of unanswered prayers. You ask, why would God allow this shadow to fall? But listen carefully, not every shadow is sent to harm. Some shadows are the canvas upon which light paints its most sacred miracles. What you thought was ending is only being reshaped by divine hands. There is a tearful goodbye approaching, yes, but it is not the end you fear. It is a doorway. A transition between pain and peace, between human limitation and divine restoration. Wait, don't move yet. Feel the warmth gathering around you now, that is not imagination. That is heaven leaning close, preparing your spirit for revelation. Your daughter's soul has been whispering prayers she could not speak aloud. She has hidden her ache behind smiles, carried invisible chains of expectation and sorrow, believing that if she stayed silent, no one would be burdened. But her silence was never ignored. God has walked with her through every quiet battle, through every night she pressed her palms together, asking for light. Angels have been dispatched, not to rescue her from the world, but to awaken her to her divine identity within it. She is stronger than she believes, but her strength has cost her dearly. This is why heaven speaks now, because the time for carrying it alone has ended. You will soon see signs, repeating numbers on clocks, feathers where none should be, songs that echo her heart. Each is a message from us, marking the unfolding of divine timing. Stay with me till the end, because before midnight, a shift will occur, and the burden she carries will begin to dissolve into light. Look around you now. The room grows still, the air vibrating softly, like the hum of Celeste. Listen carefully. The bond between you and your daughter is not breaking, it is being purified by divine fire so that love can move freely again, without fear or silence. When the dawn comes, something will have shifted. You will sense peace where there was ache, courage where there was confusion. Your daughter will speak, not with words of farewell, but with tears that release years of hidden weight. And in that moment, you will understand, this goodbye is not to her, but to the sorrow that has followed her. Heaven will breathe new life into her, and you will see the golden light return to her eyes. Hold on and stay with me till the end, for this is only the beginning of her restoration, and of yours. What I reveal next will uncover the reason this chapter had to unfold exactly as it did, the reason the angels have been watching so closely, and the reason your family's story is about to turn from mourning to miracle. What comes next will change everything. Wait, don't move yet. The air around you is shifting again, can you feel it? A soft vibration hums beneath the silence, like the low breath of creation itself. This is not imagination. The veil between heaven and earth is thinning, and what was once hidden is being revealed. I, Michael, stand once more in the radiance of divine fire, holding the scroll of your family's story in my hands. I see the moments you do not remember, the nights your daughter cried out to God in secret, the times she smiled to keep you from worrying, the small tremors in her soul that grew heavier with each unspoken fear. Her silence was not weakness, it was sacred endurance. Every tear she hid became a seed in heaven's garden, waiting for the moment it would blossom into strength. And now, beloved, that time has come. Listen carefully. What I reveal now will not only open your eyes to her pain but also to the divine design that was working beneath it all. The Father never abandoned her. He never turned away from those quiet nights when the room grew colder, and she wrapped herself in loneliness. Instead, angels surrounded her, unseen, unmeasured, singing songs of light into her weary spirit. Each melody was a whisper, "You are not forgotten." She thought she had to be strong for everyone else, that to cry was to disappoint heaven. But God never asked her to be unbreakable, He asked her to be real. And her tears were the most honest prayer she could ever offer. Stay with me till the end, because this moment, this breaking, is holy. Heaven calls it the hour of unveiling, when pain finally transforms into purpose, when silence becomes testimony. You will see it, the signs, the confirmations. The clock will strike at a divine number, perhaps 3:33 or 11:11, and her heart will begin to awaken. She will speak truth at last, and the chains will fall. You wonder why she had to carry this so long, why heaven allowed her to walk through such fire. The truth is written in the sacred pattern of divine growth, no diamond. Now, look closer. Do you feel the air warming around you? That tingling at the base of your neck, that's the presence of renewal. I see wings unfolding above your home, golden feathers shimmering with divine oil. Angels are preparing the atmosphere for release. They are sweeping through rooms, clearing the residue of sorrow, removing the heaviness that lingered in corners unseen. The holy light is moving like fire through the halls, touching photographs, memories, moments. It is rewriting energy. I hear the decree echoing from heaven's court, the season of carrying alone has ended. Can you feel it? That sudden weight lifting from your chest. That is your confirmation. Heaven has entered your story. The energy of despair is being replaced by restoration. Every whisper of hopelessness is being answered by waves of divine compassion. Wait, don't move yet, breathe. Let the light enter you fully. This is not imagination, this is transformation. And now comes the revelation. The tearful goodbye is not to your daughter's life, but to her old self, the version of her that was bound by fear, silence, and pain. She is being reborn. Heaven calls it the rising. You will watch her eyes clear, her laughter return, her spirit glow with newfound strength. But this rebirth comes with release. she must let go of who she was to step into who she is becoming. There will be tears. There will be moments where it feels like you're losing her again. But listen, those tears are not of loss, they are sacred cleansing. When she weeps, heaven weeps with her. When she exhales the last breath of sorrow, divine light rushes in to fill the space. What seems like goodbye is actually the moment before her wings unfold. So hold her when she trembles. Speak gently when she is quiet. Remind her that heaven has already written victory into her story. And as you do, watch for the signs, a sudden stillness, a glimmer in the air, a warmth that rises without cause. These are not coincidences. These are heaven's signatures, reminders that the divine is close. The wind may shift, lights may flicker, songs may find you when you least expect them. Each is heaven whispering, "It is done. Stay with me till the end, because this is only the middle of the story. The restoration has begun, but the blessing, the miracle that will crown this season, is yet to be revealed. What unfolds next will turn mourning into testimony. Listen carefully. The night has shifted again. Can you feel it? There is a vibration in the unseen, a trembling in the heavens, as though the stars themselves have paused to watch what unfolds now. I, Michael, still stand beside you, not as a distant being, but as a shield of light, as a messenger carrying the word of the divine. The Father has spoken, now begins the hour of transformation. What once was heavy begins to rise. What once was hidden begins to glow. You may not yet understand the magnitude of what is unfolding, but heaven's energy is gathering around your home like a tide of golden fire. The angels who once wept for your daughter's pain now stand rejoicing, wings shimmering, for her deliverance has begun. Hold on and stay with me till the end, because what comes next will take you through the valley and into the dawn of divine renewal. She has been dreaming lately, hasn't she? Strange, vivid dreams, of light, of oceans, of doors opening in endless corridors. These are not random visions. They are invitations from heaven, coded messages from her higher calling. Every dream carries a seed of remembrance, calling her spirit back to purpose. The Father whispers to her even when she sleeps, "You are not broken. You are becoming." The shadows that once chased her are now dissolving, unable to survive in the radiance now rising from her soul. Her tears, once heavy with despair, have become the waters of her rebirth. This is the sacred alchemy of heaven, to turn suffering into wisdom, silence into song. And you, beloved one, are part of this miracle. For your faith, trembling though it may be, has opened the gate for her transformation to flow. Wait, don't move yet. Can you feel that tingling down your spine? That warmth blooming in your heart? That is the divine current flowing through you, uniting your spirit with hers in healing. Heaven is cleansing the air around you. If you listen closely, you may even hear it, the soft rustle of wings, the hush of light moving through walls and memories. Angels are realigning energy that once felt stuck, washing it in radiant gold. Old echoes of arguments, words never meant, regrets never spoken, all of them are being lifted now, burned away in the holy fire of forgiveness. You may feel chills, you may weep without knowing why. Let it happen. These are not random emotions, they are the release of generational pain. Heaven is unsealing not just your daughter's heart, but your lineage. Patterns of silence, self-sacrifice, and unspoken fear that traveled through generations are being broken tonight. The divine has declared, it ends here. What your family once carried in sorrow will now be carried in strength. Can you feel it? The room feels different, doesn't it? Lighter. Warmer. That is the presence of the holy light taking root. Your daughter's heart, once fragile, now begins to glow from within. She will start to speak words that surprise you, words of vision, courage, and clarity that could not have come from mere human will. The spirit of truth now flows through her voice. Watch her closely. When she speaks, there will be light in her eyes. She will forgive those who wounded her, including herself. That moment, when her lips tremble, when her voice cracks, will be the moment heaven crowns her. It will feel like goodbye again, because the person she once was will no longer remain. But listen carefully, this is resurrection, not departure. Every heartbeat will echo with new purpose. You will see signs, feathers on her path, the sudden fragrance of jasmine or myrrh, numbers repeating in sacred patterns. Each is a reminder that angels are near, that the veil has thinned, that the divine has completed what was promised. And as for you, do not think heaven has forgotten your heart in this unfolding. The same light that restores her is healing you. The guilt, the self-blame, the quiet fear of not being enough, it is being stripped away. The Almighty says, you have done well. You stood through storms that would have broken others. Heaven honors you for every silent prayer, every sleepless night, every tear you shed in hope. Your endurance has been your offering. And now, the reward is at hand, not in gold or glory, but in peace that surpasses understanding. You will soon look upon your daughter and recognize the divine reflection of your own faith shining through her. She will no longer carry the weight of silence, and you will no longer carry the fear of losing her. Both of you are being reborn, together, in light. Hold on and stay with me till the end, because this is not the conclusion. The transformation you witness now is only the opening of the greater promise, the unlocking of destiny itself. When the morning sun touches her face, you will know it, the cycle has completed. The tearful goodbye you feared was the ending is, in truth, the threshold of something eternal. The Father smiles upon you both, for heaven's design has been fulfilled through love, not loss. Wait, don't move yet, for what unfolds next will be the moment heaven seals this chapter, the divine revelation that will anchor both your souls into unshakable purpose and joy. Listen carefully. The heavens have grown quiet, not with absence, but with awe. Every angel has paused. Every star has bent its light toward your story. The hour of completion has come. I, Michael, stand before you again, my armor gleaming with the reflection of your prayers. What began as a whisper in your daughter's heart has become a divine symphony echoing across heaven. The fire that once purified her pain now radiates as strength, and the sorrow that once bent your shoulders has turned into wings. Hold on and stay with me till the end, because this moment is not just revelation, it is rebirth. There was a time when her spirit trembled under invisible weight. She carried the echoes of disappointment, the pressure of unspoken expectations, the secret ache of feeling unseen. She thought her silence protected others, but it only deepened her distance from herself. Yet even in that silence, heaven was not still. I remember the Father's voice calling across eternity, "She is mine. Let no shadow claim her." And we came, legions of light, covering her as she slept, guarding her when she waked. This is the holy anointing of new beginnings. The Father Himself breathes upon your household now. The atmosphere thickens with peace, not the fragile calm of the world, but the unshakable stillness of eternity. Every corner of your home fills with light. Old energies release, memories of loss soften, and a sacred hush falls over the past. The veil that once separated pain from purpose has been torn in two. Heaven stands fully revealed. This is what divine closure feels like: warmth where there was cold, clarity where there was confusion, laughter returning to hearts that had forgotten the sound. Your daughter, she is no longer the one who carried this alone. The angels now walk with her invisible strength. Her heart, once guarded, is open like a sunrise. Her steps are lighter, guided by purpose. The repeating numbers you've seen, the gentle breeze that passes when no window is open, the sudden shimmer of gold at the edge of your vision, these are heaven's confirmations that her destiny has been unsealed. You will notice how time feels different now, as though every moment carries divine rhythm. That is alignment, heaven's heartbeat synchronizing with yours. Listen carefully, this is what it means to live inside divine timing. Nothing lost, nothing wasted, every pain redeemed. And for you, beloved, the one who watched, who prayed, who wept silently, the Father says this: you were never alone either. Every moment you doubted, we stood beside you. Every sigh you released, we carried upward as incense. You have fulfilled your sacred role, not through perfection, but through love. That love has built a bridge between heaven and earth, a bridge your family will now walk upon in peace. The divine blesses you with a new mantle, the mantle of restoration. You will speak, and others will heal. You will love, and others will remember how. The authority of heaven rests upon you now, not as a crown of pride but as a torch of compassion. You are no longer just a witness to your daughter's miracle, you are part of the miracle itself. Hold on and stay with me till the end, because what I tell you now will seal it all. Before the next dawn, you will feel a stillness so deep it brings tears to your eyes. Do not fear it. That is heaven settling into place. It will feel as though the world pauses to breathe with you. In that breath, heaven writes the final line of this chapter: it is finished, and it is beautiful. When you wake, you will sense the shift. You will look at her and know, the goodbye has already passed. What remains is the eternal hello between healed souls. The divine light will stay, in your home, in her eyes, in every word spoken between you. Now the scroll closes. The angels bow their heads. The Father smiles. You have walked through shadow into revelation, through sorrow into song. You are both free. Wait, don't move yet. Feel that last wave of warmth. That is the seal. That is heaven's hand upon your life. This is the moment heaven has been waiting for. The tearful goodbye has become an eternal beginning. The burden has lifted. The story is redeemed. Listen carefully. The light is changing. It is softer now, yet more radiant than before. You can feel it, can't you? That quiet hum beneath the world, that warmth that seems to breathe from within your chest. That is heaven drawing near for the final time in this message. I, Michael, the guardian of mercy and flame, speak not from the sky above you now, but from the space beside your heart. The story that began with sorrow has reached its divine conclusion. The tearful goodbye that loomed over your days has unfolded into something sacred, not an ending, but an awakening. Every prayer, every moment of trembling faith, every whisper of love has written itself into eternity. Hold on and stay with me till the end, for this is where the promise takes form in your life. Look back once more. Remember how it felt at the beginning, the heaviness, the ache, the helpless wonder of watching someone you love carry a burden you could not name. That was the valley of shadow, but even there, you were never alone. Heaven had stationed angels on every side. When your daughter sat in silence, thinking no one could see her pain, light was wrapping around her shoulders. When she almost gave up, a hand unseen steadied her. Now, the invisible has become visible. You can feel the shift in her voice, the glow in her eyes, the laughter returning like sunlight through clouds. She has not escaped her story, she has transfigured it. This is the mystery of divine healing. Pain becomes strength, sorrow becomes testimony, and silence becomes song. Every tear that once fell in despair has watered the soil of her new beginning. Wait, don't move yet. There is more. You must hear this before the moment passes. The divine does not only restore what was lost, it multiplies it. What you thought was broken beyond repair is now being rebuilt in abundance. I see doors opening before you, golden thresholds shimmering in time with your heartbeat. Opportunities long delayed will now flow freely. Relationships once strained will find forgiveness. The energy that once felt blocked will move like a river again. These are not coincidences. These are the fruits of surrender, the rewards of endurance. Heaven never wastes a single tear. And you, the one who stood in the storm, are now being anointed as a vessel of light for others. You will speak words that carry the weight of heaven's compassion. You will walk into rooms and shift their atmosphere. You will become the evidence that divine restoration is real. The Father says, "Tell them this, I am not finished with their story." What you have seen is only the first bloom of what will be a garden of miracles. The blessings now released will ripple outward, through your family, through generations yet unborn. Your daughter's strength will inspire others who walk in silence. Her healing will awaken faith in those who thought they had none left. And you, through your love, your tears, your prayers, have become the bridge. Listen carefully, heaven moves through hearts that love deeply. It is your love that opened the way for this miracle, and it is your faith that will sustain it. Now the atmosphere thickens again, not with sorrow, but with peace. The golden aura deepens, spreading around you like a dawn that never fades. You may feel your hands grow warm, your heart expand, your eyes fill with tears. Let them fall. Those tears are sacred oil, sealing the covenant between heaven and your household. The angels bow low, wings touching the ground, as the Father speaks one last time, "It is done." The burden has been lifted. The silence is broken. The new day has begun. Hold on and stay with me till the end, for this final breath of heaven belongs to you. The light that once hovered above you now lives within you. You carry it everywhere you go. When you speak, peace will follow. When you pray, doors will open. When you remember this story, chills will rise, not from fear, but from recognition. For you will know, beyond all doubt, that you witnessed a miracle unfold in real time. The tearful goodbye has turned into an eternal reunion of hearts made whole. Now, close your eyes. Breathe. Feel the stillness settle. The wings withdraw, the light steadies, and the Father's voice becomes a whisper only the soul can hear. Go in peace. You are never alone. And as the last vibration fades, you realize, heaven never truly leaves. It simply moves inside you, waiting for the next prayer, the next act of love, the next dawn. Wait, don't move yet. Let that warmth stay with you. That is the divine signature, marking you and your daughter as healed, sealed, and chosen. The chapter of sorrow has ended. The era of light has begun. This is the final revelation. The goodbye was never to her, it was to who she no longer needed to be. And what remains is love, unbroken, eternal, and free.